Okay, so I tell a lot of dad jokes. You know the drill. Oh, come on, start. It's gonna start. What's up, everybody? It's me, Paul, and I'm the coolest dad on this channel. That's right, I'm the only dad on this channel, therefore I am the coolest dad on this channel. Normally I tell a lot of dad jokes and do something like that, but today we're gonna be talking about 10 tools that I cannot live without. But before I do that, make sure to subscribe to my channel. You know the deal. Hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell notification, and if you don't, guess what? I'm coming to your house, and I'm gonna talk to your parents, and you're gonna get grounded. Bottom line. So you just better subscribe, then I don't have to come to your house and ground you. That would just not be good. So anyway, here are the 10 tools that I cannot live without. The first tool that I cannot live without, and I carry it with me everywhere I go, it's the most important thing, is my box knife. I know what you're thinking. It isn't that practical of a tool, but I can't tell you how many times a day we get boxes in the mail and I have to open them with this. Or there's something that just needs to be cut. I mean, and I always keep it right here on my hip like this. And then I'm just like, oh look, I need to cut something open. Boom. Every dad, I promise you, has one of these. It is my cordless drill. This thing, you can put a number of different bits in it. DeWalt has a little light on it. Like if you're in the dark and you need to screw something in, and you can see the screw, it's amazing. DeWalt makes great products. As a matter of fact, I have way too many DeWalt products. Here's a saw, here's a blower. It's a weed trimmer. I've got a grinder. And then I also have a, well, what the crap is this? I forgot what is this? I forgot what this is. Oh man, I can't think of it. It's a router. It's a router. Yeah, but I got all of these things and they all use the same battery, which is really, really cool. And I love DeWalt tools, not a sponsored video. I hope you saw that. This video's been a real grind. Okay, so I tell a lot of dad jokes. You know the drill. That's just the route I like to take. Dad jokes. Guys, I've been working out a lot. I'm feeling mighty trim. Are my dad jokes blowing you away? The next tool that I cannot live without, it's my hammer. I've had this hammer since I was 14 years old, all right? And a good friend of mine, the guy I worked for, who was actually our neighbor, his name was Doug. Doug bought me this hammer, and he said to me, he said this, and these are wise words. He said, Paul, don't buy a cheap hammer, buy a good hammer. If you buy a good tool, it'll last you a lifetime. And guess what? It's almost 35 years old. It's over 35 years old. And look, it still works just fine. See? And I will never, ever, ever part with it. It is one of my favorite tools ever. So there you go. My next tool that I can't live without, it is my two-wheeler. That's right. It's a two-wheeler. I can put boxes on here, I can move things, I can remove refrigerators with it. And you know what's even cooler about this? Is it'll lay like this, and you can take the little things out. It's flexible. Boom, put the things back in there, and you've got yourself your own personal cart. So it turns into, it's multifaceted. And that's what I love about this. It is multifaceted. You can use it for many, many things. So there you go. Two-wheeler. Awesome. Every dad needs one. You should have one in your garage. They're great. The next tool I cannot live without, actually goes along with my cordless drill, is my Cobalt set of bits and drivers and things like that. All varieties of different screw bits. There's Allen bolts, there's hex bolt, little whatchies in there. And I just take the drill and voila, you change out the bit like this. Look at that. Boom, and now I'm ready to use this little Allen wrench. See? Yeah, every dad needs something like this because there are a variety of different bolts with different patterns on them, that screws that you need different patterns for, and this thing is amazing. I have to have it all the time. Otherwise, I would be screwed. Dang it. I probably just got demonetized. The next tool that I cannot live without, a level. And this one's really small. You can have some great big ones, but for me, I just need this. I hang a lot of pictures in the house, and we do a lot of things here in the studio where things just need to be level. You just put the little bubble right in the middle like so, and then you know you're level, and you can do it this way as well. The next tool in my quiver, boom, a Cobalt Toolbox. my Cobalt, why can't I say that? Cobalt Toolbox, look at this. It has every last kind of tool in it you'd ever want. Look, assortment of pliers, a massive screwdriver, a socket set, you can see that in there. Complete socket set, both metric and standard. Complete set of wrenches, look at that. Both metric and standard. Complete set of different screwdrivers with different patterns on them. And then in this drawer, more screwdrivers. And in the very bottom drawer, a variety of different things. And what I love about this, I've had a lot of work to do on the house, and I can just pick this up and take it with me, and I have everything with me. It is amazing, but there's like 200 some odd pieces of tools in here. I love this thing, love it. Love it! The next tool that I've got to have is gloves. That's right, work gloves are very, very important. I'm a guitar player. Ooh, there's a lot of dust just fly off that. My next favorite tool is this. Chainsaw. My steel chainsaw. I've always wanted a steel chainsaw. I've always had these because they just do not break. I sold mine and got rid of it when we moved from Kansas City to here because I didn't need it. But recently we bought a different home, and it has some trees on it that needed to be trimmed, and so I bought this bad boy, and man, it is awesome. I'm gonna start it for you because it's cool. It is a cool product. Oh, come on, start. It's gonna start. The chainsaw works great. Top tool, my favorite tool right here. Man stuff right there. Get yourself a chainsaw, they're awesome. Made a mess. Chainsaws are cool. Probably shouldn't have started it. It smells in here now. All right. Boom, my 10-foot ladder, because ladders are important. You climb things with them, you can work on stuff. This one's lightweight, easy to maneuver. Be careful when you're climbing a ladder, kids. You can get hurt. Ugh. My industrial strength Honda generator. That's right, it's a gas power generator. This baby, when there's power outage, I can run stuff with it. I hope this video generates a lot of views. See what I did there? So one of my most prized possessions that I own is right here. And I'm gonna try really hard to put it up on this table. Oh my gosh, it's really heavy. Here we go, it's coming. This has a really cool story behind it. So this is my air compressor. That's right, it's really cool. This has been in my family since I was born, so 49 years plus. My dad owned this, who passed away about 13 years ago. And this thing still works, runs great. We use it all the time. It's like my most sentimental, favorite tool I own. I cannot live without this. Every time I look at it, I think of my dad. I miss him very much. And I can't remember a time in my life when this tool hasn't been sitting in a garage of my dad's or myself. So after he passed away, this was the one tool, the first tool that I wanted of my dad's. I know it's just a tool. I know it's just a piece of metal and parts and things, but my dad was a mechanic. He loved to work on things, and he used this all the time. And so whenever I use it, I remember my father, how much he meant to me, how much he taught me, and love him, and I miss him immensely. I miss you, Dad. All right, let's try to get this thing down without killing myself. So I got so excited about all my tools, I forgot that I was supposed to give you guys some dad advice. Miguel Nadu asks, why do dad give the talks? That is really easy. I will tell you why we give the talks. Because we love you. Plain and simple. Don't question it. Soso HD asks how to not give up and be motivated. All right, this is a big question. For me, how I stay motivated is trying to make things that are, even the most mundane things, fun. There are things that we do in our jobs, every job, that not everyone likes, right? So you've got to figure out ways to make it fun. All right, there are things that just have to be done in life that you have to do. So figure out ways to make it fun. Make jokes, laugh, sing while you're doing it, anything like that to get you through those things to the parts of the job that you love. The parts of the job I love are editing and doing and producing and doing those things. There are other things that I don't love doing, but I try to make them fun. So basically it comes down to this, is having a good attitude, a positive attitude in your approach to the things that you don't want to do, all right? Having that positive attitude and trying to make things fun will change your behavior, you'll change your approach towards whatever you're working towards, and it will hopefully keep you motivated. Maisie VVM asks how to get your dad to stop telling bad dad jokes. Look, you can't. We're not gonna stop telling bad dad jokes, all right? That's just the way it is. And as amazing as you think your question is, see what there, amazing. I just told a dad joke with your name. Isn't that amazing? Nah. I know you get annoyed with your dad, but please understand this, is that your dad loves you and he tells you bad dad jokes, and that makes life so much more fun for him, for you, for our world. If there were no dad jokes in the world, what kind of world would we live in? Think about that for a second while you subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you don't do it, I'm telling you, I'm coming to your house, grounding you, because that's what dads do. And I'm gonna do it to you if you don't subscribe and hit the bell notification. And you know that I'm really not gonna be able to come to your house and do that because that's physically impossible. There it is, you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. You just got Paul Merrell.